If the artifact proc her up, we could S3. Okay, yeah, we could definitely proc her up. It didn't work for it worked for the other Bellonas, by the way.
You're dead!
What it do, guys? Today we got a GvG, and today we'll be playing with Crescent Moon Bellona because I honestly wish she got buffed. Well, she's actually really good, which I'm about to showcase if I don't lose. I feel like she takes a while to ramp up to like her full potential, and nobody really use her S3. People just mainly just use it for her soul burn or her S2, you know. But we're gonna play with Bellona, but also we're gonna be looking at other Bellonas just because Green Bellona have the same what's that, a call sign. They got the same call sign, so we're gonna see if we can still gear from Bellona when Robin come out tomorrow. So this here is my lone Crescent Bellona. As you can tell, she's on a counter set, but also she's kind of thick because you don't really rely on speed on Crescent Bellona, right? You kind of just let the other like SSB, just let the S2 trickle down the enemy, and then you just pick up whatever. But unfortunately, her kit was kind of hard to play with when C Polias was running around because it reduced everything, right? Reduced all the resources gained, so you couldn't run any of the Bellonas besides. No, you still couldn't run Green Bellona either. But this is what we got her on our counter set in case that we do get hit, we can counter back, and her S1 hits like an absolute truck if you soul burn it, which 90% of the time, a lot of people will just soul burn the S1 on Crescent Bellona because it's better than her S3. And by better, I just mean like multiplier. Like multiplier wise, her S1 hits like an absolute truck. It hits as hard as her S3. And you barely will ever use her S3 unless you know somebody's gonna die or you want the vigor. Which at this point, if they did buff her, I wish they gave the ML Kin treatment, right? Where at the start of battle, grants vigor for 3 turns because she also don't build super speed like ML Kin. So if she just gained vigor at the start of the battle, that would have been fine. And then if you happen to get a kill or if you use it, you get vigor again. Next up, SSB. You guys already know what she does. I'm pretty sure you guys already know. But I put mine on injury just because before she got buffed, I put her on injury because I didn't use her for a wavering, and I kind of just sat there and annoyed people since everybody was tanking down like everybody's doing now. And injury was a thing before Mort came around. So I just wanted to whittle them down with Ringer Special Drink, but then they buffed everything, so I think I might just take off a crit chance, but this is a really good ring, you know, necklace also. I might just take off a crit chance and just put like straight up attack, by the way. Just attack necklace, attack ring. And just let regular special drink and injury do their thing. And last but not least, we got the OG Bellona. My girl with Sez just chilling in the storyline, which I have no idea what's their story besides looking for Sez memories. But Bellona is here. She's on speed set because I wanted to make her fast. I wanted her to use Renew Will just to see if I could get like a combo, but unfortunately I don't have more, so it's a chance that it might not combat readiness increase. At the top of that, we got the EE. I wish you could see this, but we got the EE that reduced their combat readiness by 15%. We use her S3. But she also has the same, she's a Capricorn just like Robin, so I was like, I could probably transfer some gear off of her if she doesn't do too well. And put this on Robin if we want the speed, but most of these things seem like it's a crit chance and crit damage, so we might just keep her on this set. Actually, this necklace is really good. This is a crit necklace. Never mind. We don't have anything for Robin. But we're gonna see what Bellona can do. Alright, let's get into GvG. Alright, game number 1. And I'm gonna be real here, guys. It is damn near impossible to have a triple Bellona on the same team. As you can tell, there's a lot of Mort and Young Sias and Arunkas, and then there's also, what's her face? Renak, is that her name? There's a lot of Renak also running around the defense tower, so it's really hard to put all 3 of them on the team because Renak just kills them in 1S3 and then they just die to Mort stomping. I see it like, oh, so we might have to separate them and it'll be damn near impossible to put them all 3 on the same team. But first up, we got Bellona, Sharud, and we got your girl FCC with Adamant Shield. She's there to take on an additional damage when eventually she send it back. And then Sharuna's there to get off the fear and whatnot. And also do some additional damage. Hopefully. We should probably... She don't have any cleanse, but I put her on Celestine because that's what I got at the moment. But I feel like we should put on like a additional cleanse. Maybe like a Wondrous Potion Valve, or let's just keep it on Celestine because we don't have any extra. Well, she heals herself, don't she? At the bottom we got Bellona, and they also have Senji. She is on candlesticks, and there's 2 light units. They're gonna hit into her. But hopefully Candlestick procs enough to the point where we legitimately get, you know, stuff. And Rails on idols, so we'll try with this. We'll try with a double Bellona team comp and a bot. We'll try. Like I said, it's hard to put all three of them on a team, so we're gonna see the best we can do with two in two different teams. I mean, three in two different teams. So she got stunned, which is honestly good. And she took her turn, which is honestly amazing, just because when she take her turn, let's go off a cooldown, and then when we get stunned again, we can do this again. And hopefully we knock them back. So we're to S3. See, we gotta knock them back. We're gonna take the big hit here. She always get counterattacked from that. I always notice that. And then we're gonna get destroyed here. What? I'm at readiness. Will this be enough? Even though she has the artifact and push them up. Okay, good. Immunity on the S1 would definitely be great. But what if we get Vigor? S1 would definitely be great. I'm risking it. Like, S1 would have definitely been great in that situation, but hopefully we actually do get the kill. No, we're not getting that kill. And this might kill... What's her face? We should have went for it. So we're gonna send this back. Hopefully this sticks on Mort the most, so he doesn't counterattack me. And then he... What? Is that effect res Mort, or I'm just out of luck on that part? I was like, wait, what? We said it. We put on Young Seiya, but Mort. She could possibly do this if she wakes up from this. Okay.
I have no excuses and nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say. All right, other Bellonas. Another one. Unfortunately, got RNG. We should have went with the S1. The S3 you barely ever use. Why is she so fast?
How will the battle go?
Go to S3. See what we can get. We got new renew will, but we're gonna S3 give herself immortality, so they just constantly keep hitting her. And hoping blue Bellona don't get scratched to death by Payra. That's the whole thing I wish for. And since she's the lowest, she's gonna get targeted, which is honestly great. I'm pretty sure I can just take my hand off the wheel at this point.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, we give her immunity.
I despise everything boring.
We need to generate as enough souls as possible.
I wanna rest. Here I go. Let my guard down.
Why don't counterattack her the most? Ah. Okay, good. I say good. So we're gonna drop this on their heads. We're gonna drop this above their heads and also hope for the best. Okay, good. We didn't get counterattacked. I would say, why did she not revive? I forgot Sinji's here. I honestly forgot. I was like, wait, I bought Sinji here just to, just so she'd be a target for the light units. I honestly forgot she stopped revives. I was like, okay, she's gonna die, then she's gonna come back, and then I was like, he didn't come back. Okay, this team worked out a lot better than the top team. I probably shouldn't have been so greedy. I'm not gonna be greedy this time. I'm actually gonna use S3. And we gotta hope we don't get counterattacked.
Is it time for magic?
Boom. At least these candlesticks are rocking. Maybe this team would be better than the rest of the things. What a soul burn. The soul burn is just there to 100% defense break, but unfortunately, she don't have the effectiveness to get through all that effect res. So I just did it just because. Okay, first one, not so good. Second team did way better because I honestly forgot she stopped revive. I was gonna bring Y Young. I was like, who can sustain long enough while these two Bellonas do their thing? That was my thought process. I forgot about the anti-revive. Game number 2. Unfortunately, Crescent Bellona was the first to drop out. It was going to be a showcase about Crescent Moon. I keep saying Crescent Moon because of Moon Bunny, but Crescent has dropped out of the fashion show. Now we got Bellona, Frida, and we got Luna, which she's at 306 speed. She can't get outsped, but she has like no effectiveness. That's the only reason why I usually run her with Frida, and I like Etiquette Scepter over effectiveness, but most of the time this works out. Mostly. And then bottom, we got Shuri, Bellona, and also Zeo. Zeo is 251. Now, we could get outsped by Rens. I see some very fast Rens. This Ren is on RNL, that's what they told me. But I've seen this team comp before. Ren uses S2, S3, get defense broken, and then we just get gunned down by Lilius. So we brung Shuri for the speed imprint. And this team is pretty easy to deal with when you bring someone like Ren, Crescent Moon, Ren just to steal whatever immunity buffs. And then you bring, what's her name, Silverblade or Mytha, just to see her push her way after the extra turns, right? And then you just set them all on fire. But since we're trying with this team comp, we're going to see how well this goes. Hopefully Bellona doesn't get... I should have brung Kaorik too.
You don't deserve my mercy.
So I'm going to Sober S3. I like how simple, like, defense has been simplified. I'm not going to lie. I want to say, yeah, it's simplified. Like, it's not, yeah, it's simple.
Meant to bring you here. The water slide is this way.
I want to Sober for the extra barrier instead of the attack, because her team don't really rely on, well, she does rely on attack, but by the time she goes, she's going to get hit by Genoa S, well, not Genoa S1 because she's ice. But she'll get hit by this if it decides to go for her.
Until death do us part.
Let's go for Frida. Okay, that's fine. And he's going to use his S3. Hopefully,
It's hollow justice at best.
we need to get him either low HP, or kill him before this wears off. So hit him with that inner tube. Don't worry, Bellona's doing all the work. She got that damage reduction for the team.
I'll show you what I've got.
We're gonna soul burn just because we got free soul burn to ignore effect rays and drop this giant. What is this whale? I don't know what this thing is. That's been on everybody's mind since the very beginning of the game. I'm going to S2 to see if we get a defense break. Because the next time she hits, she is obviously going to trigger or not get a defense break. Okay, we get a attack up for her then. Unless we get an Etiquette Center, we could try again. Beep. Okay, we're going to try again. We need a defense break. Okay, no. We need a defense break. Ah, she's on counter. There we go. See, Bellona did all the work. Okay, that went better. Okay, we are faster than this. But here's the problem, though. We should have brung Kaorik just to silence them all, well, silence two of them. We don't have any way to see her push her up. If we push back, well, we can do Shuri side. He doesn't. He doesn't strip off anything. And she only strips, I think it's an EE that strips off, right? It's -1 duration. We might just got to get gunned down. I'd rather, let's see, let's hope we don't get defense broken. Or he actually get pushed back.
You've made it this far.
We should, if, like, Elagos would have had at least a chance to push up with his artifacts. Look, did we not silence? Oh no, we got cleansed off. Like, did we not silence?
Are you ready? Don't forget this feeling of defeat.
Keep Bellona around.
Yeah, I don't waste my time.
Cause he's just gonna die for the reflect damage because he doesn't crit. Alright, game number 3. Like I said, more than everywhere, so it's kind of hard to bring on the Bellonas, or Bellona in general. Actually, Crescent would have been fine on this one. So we got good old Ren at 300 speed. We could get outsped. We possibly will get outsped. I always think everybody, well, we don't have any information, but I always assume everybody's is 300 or 15 speed higher. So I was like, let's not take that risk. But if they all have immunity, we're probably screwed over because we can't stun this. But we're gonna have Silver Blade Armitha just because I want the burn on them. And when we put the burn on them, I feel safer, especially on her. And in bottom, we got Blue Bellona, we got Celine, and we also have Abigail. Celine is on 214 effect rates with the artifact, so she's around 244, which should be not getting buffed. Those have Abigail, so if she does get, you know, unbuffable counterattack on this, she'll at least survive one hit from all this, and with immortality, we can bring back Bellona. Hopefully. That's my thought process. Unless it's a full effectiveness, full effect, well, only is like 110.
Happy I'm here.
Ooh. That is a fast mort. I'm like 260, but she's like she's like 225. Okay, let's hope they don't. Well, she can't Elbrus, so let's hope he doesn't counterattack on the first hand and just murder me. So let's gonna push up SSB and Silver Blade.
Today's show isn't that bad.
You would resist it, wouldn't you?
This
All right, at least give me this.
victory.
Why are you resisting every? Okay, they're full of effect res. They're super fast.
Hey you, what are you looking at?
Just hit him.
Now, who first?
We wasn't able to steal anything from her.
For the finale.
That's so unfortunate. Either that was that 15%, or did she just have enough effect rates? I want to know. There's nothing we can do here. This is just dead. They're all dead. So we missed the strip, and we also did that. That means she at least have above 100 effect res. And 3F, damn. We just get really unlucky that we was not able to actually debuff. I think Ren only has like 70 effectiveness, so she just need like 100 effect res. Well, like 100, like 50.
I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming either. We even got RNL proc too. That's the unfortunate thing. That means she could debuff me depending on how this game is going. She has like 30,000 HP. This will proc her stuff, but at least she'll get to come back to life after this.
It's too late.
After
to
we
back out now.
get blown away from no bully.
I can't do it alone. We can
Hopefully she does everything that she can to stay alive.
Weak, aren't you?
be careful.
I feel like I should save the soul burn for later. Actually, healing up would definitely be very, very beneficial. You only get this vampiric for one turn. So yeah, we're gonna heal up for a little bit,
I've got this.
or at least above 50%, so that's good.
Sword of spirit.
Well, we got injury, so we're a little bit higher than 50%.
Oh, what's the matter? Life is.
We're gonna strip over, get a defense break on this, and see what we can do with this.
For you.
Proof of Valley.
I'll accept your duel.
And they would drop this above their heads after she get murdered.
Bye bye now.
Bye bye now is the phrase that we're going with. Yeah, she's definitely gonna bye bye now.
Annoying vermin must be crushed.
So if we kill her, that's actually pretty good. We heal up.
Here I go.
I was like, why they go? Oh, she's fire. I was like, why are they going for her? I forgot she's fire, so I'm gonna target her.
I didn't want it to come to this.
I'm trying not to generate her rage, damn it, but it didn't matter. But
Who are you people?
we need to help as much as we can with these soul burns.
The spiritual energy here.
We'll have one turn, so wish he crit us.
I'll make
We'll at least, you know, run into her.
What are you looking
The mind's eye.
You're not too strong, so
Celine's doing all the work. I'm happy. I lied. I'm not happy. You just beat her up and let the curse do all the damage.
don't disappoint me.
Nobody's here for that to work, girl.
Watch and learn.
No one's here for that to work.
You waiting for me? You're much
Okay, she's popping off. Good job, Abigail.
You should
Abigail's going crazy right now. Just like looking behind her, like where my friends at? So we get a defense break. We could. Oh yeah. So we get a defense break. We could possibly do this, but
Oh, what's the matter?
might as well just keep soul burning.
If you keep bothering me, then
I got coma. Nobody has friends anymore in this game.
may this blood empower you. I didn't want it to come to this.
Dude, Abigail's proc. Damn, she is procking so often. But she's dead though. But Abigail is dead.
Happened to good people.
Abigail was popping on. Let's go to RTA for like 2 games. I'm so upset about the first game that it didn't happen at all. Let's see if we can bring Bellonas. All right, Bellonis. I don't think you're going to survive at all, but we gotta hope that RNG favors us, that we go before their team so we can at least do whatever we gotta do. Unless they all go before us, right?
What worthless little creatures.
Oh, cool. She's there.
All your foolish
I don't think this really matter because she hasn't usually built enough effectiveness where she can strip off like 0 effect res Bellonas. Like
I'll
that.
wrap things up momentarily.
First aid counter.
You nearly
But hopefully this small injury will help out for SSB.
Someone needs to be made an example of.
Hopefully. We should have switched our E to remove 1 debuff. We should have actually switched up for 1 debuff. Or dispel 1. Or go for blue.
Is it time for magic?
I want to S3 to see what we can get. Like I said, I'm not going to survive any of this.
Shall we go to the land steeped in death?
And I want to see what we can strip off. Since Crowd's going to put immunity, we want to see what we can get with this.
I'll show you what I've got.
And then we're going to drop the big old... What is this? A whale? A cucumber? We'll drop the giant cucumber on him.
Glory be with us.
This already doesn't look really good for him. Did she clear off all debuff, or is it just one person to get revived? Okay, one person to get revived. If he S3, it's gonna proc Bellonas. Well, if he S1, it's gonna proc Bellona. Just might as well just go all for it. Charge.
I'm well aware of what you're planning. And let's start with something light.
Boom, 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 boom.
The audacity of these scoundrels.
We're not gonna kill her. Let's try to get rid of Crow.
Utter disgrace.
I know S3 instead of S1, but I don't think we're gonna get another chance to use our S3 any other time. And also we're gonna generate souls.
Guide us.
So we got 1 soul burn.
I will protect everyone.
I'm excited.
Damn, we should have got this. We're just gonna S2.
If you have no news, stop it.
Our next X1 will definitely put a defense break, but we got Abyssal Crown though.
For amateurs.
It's too
We got another Abyssal Crown though.
now. I'll accept your duel.
I'm gonna try to target her. So we had enough soul burns. Oh, we should have enough soul burns.
Are you done fun playing hero.
Unless we all doesn't like, if we all don't get Abyssal Crown, it's a 30% chance. We have her S1, so we get S1 and then S2, and she has no immunity after this.
She tricks
That goes before her second ability. That's actually pretty good to know. And then I get stunned.
I've been waiting for this moment.
That's actually pretty good. Boom.
Release mana.
Hopefully Renew will push up everybody, so we get more turns. That barrier though. That barrier. So I know her. These goes off before her stuff, so. Oh. Well, it doesn't go off before this. We gotta hope we don't get stunned. Triple stunned. Or quad stunned.
I won't go easy on you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Are you prepared for this?
We're gonna soul burn this.
Run.
She's on counter.
It's too late.
I'm surprised. I honestly surprised Triple Bellona worked out.
It was a fun battle.
I'm honestly surprised that worked out. I want to try one more game, but I know it's not going to happen. Game number 2. We might lose this horribly. Like, we didn't bring F, but we brought Renak just to get banned. We got to ban. We don't have enough effective to actually get stripped this off. I was going to think of bringing Veronica, but I was like, we'll bring Elegos because he has his artifact that can push up somebody by 15% if we happen to be faster than these two. So we get rid of this because of the immortality we can't get through. But Elegos is 293, and he got his own artifact. So we gotta hope we get a CR push, and we gotta hope we go after or get murdered one of the 12.
Get rid of them.
She's in stealth, but if the artifact proc her up, we could S3. Okay, yeah, we could definitely proc her up.
It's unfortunate, but
We're gonna just send her back.
you need to disappear.
It didn't work for it worked for the other Bellonas, by the way. The other Bellonas it worked for. The other Bellona it worked for, not for the green one that was gonna go next. No.
Bring this right to an end.
Let's carry out my plan.
We can't restrict. The highest HP is her. Actually, she might be the. I don't know who has the highest HP. If we just go for her, then you'll see her push everybody up.
You're making me get my hands dirty.
I think she'd be able to. She'll die from
You
this.
should feel honored.
I lied. She didn't die.
Real
I lied. She didn't die. You might go for Elegos.
I may be no hero, but I can still be your worst nightmare.
Damn,
You punks aren't worth my time.
he does not like your girl.
Politely get out of my sight.
Unfortunately, we can't do anything because of the restrict. Like I said,
Give you your orders. Make my day.
bro, imagine if we got the offer you can't refuse on Bellona and she actually got CR pushed up. It's not 100%. This is why you want 100% over the 15. And scoot up the other Bellonas, which I find funny.
Is it time to draw my sword?
Alright, we're gonna try one game with Crescent Moon by herself. Legitimately. Ken will probably get poked, but they don't crit. Well, they all three crit. I think Ken could take it. I think Ken could probably take a hit. I think he could take a hit 1600 versus 1700. We'll try. Also, if they crit, they'll
Getting something?
proc this. But we'll just see. Like I said, we'll try Crescent Moon by herself.
Come on. What's even the point in struggling? Consider this
Unless she
not
won't get one-shotted because Abigail's there.
trying to get away, are you?
Unless Renak somehow magically, you know, stop her.
Get rid of them.
But I can't strip that off, which is honestly good. More healing for her.
I
I've got a present for you. You know who sent it.
Here's the good thing about this.
Politely get out of my sight.
You gotta have effect res.
Come on, struggle. Try your best.
Will he die from this
Though it
though?
won't make a
1600. No.
Don't put all your faith in me.
We're gonna S3 to give us skill nullifier. I was gonna S1, but I'm gonna just see if I can strip off her mitigation, but also. Okay, we got one game with Crescent Bellona. Well, that's better than that's a little bit easier than Triple Bellona. I'm not gonna lie. That was the game. I wanted to see Bellona because Bellona has the same stat line as Robin does. I was like, can I steal siphon some gear to make Robin fast? But I might just go generic speed set with Robin, right? Just give her attack and stuff like that, and just hopefully have somebody that's better with speed. I'm done with the whole speed shtick. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys around. Who's your favorite Bellona? Peace.